Let me see. I gotta mute myself or mute this room. How do I mute the Discord without closing it? Oh, well, there I am. That's me. That was loud. Just a little. Let's see. Okay, so I have to. Where do I mute?
How'd that work?
Okay. So that means my mic is still getting through. I just have to leave it open. I don't have to leave anything open in the Discord, so I can get out of the voice chat in the Discord and we'll be fine?
Oh no, we're using the audio from the. Actually, yeah.
Okay.
Look, we can use the audio from the Discord, or we can use the audio from the Jitsi.
Okay, so I just have to have
which
one
audio
of those
think
open.
is better?
I mean, we can all switch to Gypsy real quick and mute the Discord audio and unmute the Gypsy audio and see what happens.
Okay.
All right.
Oh no.
But all right, I think we got something.
I just realized I'm gonna be. Oh. I got echo.
A little bit, yeah. I'm hearing that out of the Jitsi though. I'm not listening to the YouTube.
Let's go. Oh, hold on. Maybe that. Here, deafen yourself. Yeah, I'm going back to YouTube. Yeah, let's just go back to Discord. There we go. Yeah, it was doing the thing where it was playing just a half a second behind what I was saying. All right. And this should be good. Go ahead.
Okay, so when you're doing this, you have your mic open in Discord. Are you listening to the sound through Discord or YouTube?
Well, it's taking all the Discord. It's taking my mic directly in, and then it's taking the Discord audio out directly in, and it's taking the video from the other thing, and it appears to be fairly well synced up between voice and audio.
Okay.
And it's yeah. I think
you're watching everything in the Jitsi window. You're not really watching the
Oh,
YouTube
I'm
window
watching
as far as like the conversation goes live.
Everyone else is watching YouTube. I'm watching it in the OBS window.
Okay.
But I don't know if I'll
I'm
be
just trying to think of like when we're doing the actual podcast where I should be looking so I'm seeing everything live. Obviously YouTube's not it because that's 20 seconds back.
Yeah,
so I should probably be watching the Jitsi window.
Yeah, you're probably watching the Gypsy window. And then whoever's hosting will be watching the OBS window. And then the YouTube window might be up and muted just so like we can see if just the stream stops.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd like to.
And then there'll be a chat window that'll have all that.
Yeah, and we can see the chat.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see the YouTube display with all the different sections.
You should be able to click the YouTube link.
He dropped it in the podcast design channel. Actually surprised how good this camera looks since it's just a laptop camera.
I'm gonna buy like I didn't have a single webcam, so I went and got a $20 one from Walmart. Because I'm gonna order like $150 one tonight, and actually have like a good microphone and video setup. But I needed something to test with.
Yeah, well, if this becomes something that I'm more consistently on, I'll definitely try and upgrade what I'm working with as well.
The only thing we
It'd
have.
be really nice if I could figure out how to get my DSLR to work with the computer as my webcam. That'd be fucking sweet.
Dude, you probably totally can. And I got like I got a guy who knows more about streaming than like anyone on the planet. So he helped me set all this up. He could probably help you with that. The other thing we probably got to do is somehow put the microphone like centered in your, or the webcam like centered in your screen, so that way we're looking at the people we're talking to instead of looking down to the like left or down to the right. Because none of us, except for is looking at the camera.
Because I'm super good at this. This is what I do. I frame shots. Sorry.
Oh yeah, you're yeah.
Professional.
I'm switching to my computer, so give me just a bit.
Alright.
Oh, vertical video guys going down.
And then here, I'm gonna check the start again. So I'm going to run the intro and then fade into chat and see if it actually does what I'm trying to make it do. So all of our audio should be cut, but keep talking just in case.
You got it.
Alright.
So now the music should have stopped or faded out, and the video should have faded in, and our voices should be coming through.
Give it a couple seconds. Think
Yeah,
there's still
that
a delay.
20-second lag. Thinking about it though. It's trying.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep, it worked.
Oh wow, it's not looking at all like it looks like on my OBS.
It
Is
looks
that
really
a good
good,
thing?
honestly.
It looks good over here.
Oh, on mine,
Yeah,
no one's centered.
And your head's in the wrong spot, but I look good as far as like the YouTube video is concerned. I'm centered. Sorry to sound conceited, but I look great.
Well, let me show you.
No,
Oh, there
I'm
it
gonna
is.
switch. So I'm gonna disconnect from Discord for a little bit to switch to my computer. I'll be right back, guys.
And then I have a filter for this. That would be this. Filters. 2 people. And then it fixed. No, it's still broken. Oh, well, now he's back. Now he's gone. Now let me try my filter. 2 people filter. Yep, there we go. So when there's 2 people, I have a toggle where it fixes it. And then when he comes back, I should be able to toggle it back to a 4-screen setup. So I figure when we get 4 people in here, we'll do like a fake trial run where we just like talk about things for 30 minutes, play it back, see what issues, and then we'll fix everything for next Friday.
Sounds good.
Including framing and quality.
Yeah, it's hard for me to judge quality in the YouTube because I'm trying to run the Jitsi, the YouTube, and the Discord all at the same time on my computer. And my computer's like giving me double middle fingers saying, nah, you get to look like it looks like it's shot on the potato.
You actually look pretty decent on my conference call like feed window.
That's good, because in the YouTube feed, like everything for me looks all blocky, but I'm assuming that's just because I'm basically maxing out my little laptop going, hey buddy, it's time to work.
It might be
Nah.
it might also be me uploading and it losing there.
Possibly.
Okay. Back in a second. When my buddy gets his gym back up and running, I'll just move my setup over there and just do the
See,
podcast
I was
from
thinking
his
about
gym.
doing it upstairs, yeah, because we've got a power rack upstairs and a whole bunch of weights. That would be kind of funny. set up there and do it in there.
He tries to just mid call, like when you're just listening to someone, you just sort of grab the log and you're just chilling and pressing it while the guy's making his point.
Oh, sorry guys, I gotta do some Z presses real quick. So, what were you saying again?
Yep.
Just gotta get this done, or otherwise Mills is gonna be pissed. I'm always good for comic relief, that's for sure.
Mhm.
Hopefully, this next venture that I'm moving out on and moving forward with is gonna be fun.
Yep. Hopefully. Oh, you got you got an atomizer?
I got a volcano, yeah. The Cadillac of vaporizers. This is the only way to go. I mean, I'm an athlete, right? I gotta stay healthy.
Yep.
The laundry basket over the shoulder really isn't a good look. I'm gonna have to rethink that.
Yeah, I
I think
gotta.
that's also the Instapod over my shoulder. That's pretty cool, and our bag of tacky towels.
And then I'm
so,
looking at I got a hook over my
great.
shoulder, and then just a bunch of random shit on the wall.
Yeah, this is my camera bag, just hanging out. Hasn't really been used in a few weeks, but
Oh,
it's
well,
there.
what was the new camera you got that you said you haven't even taken out of the box yet?
No, I've taken everything out. I just want to take it out and use it more.
Yeah.
There's a couple of pieces of equipment that I haven't had the chance to use, but we hadn't shot somewhere. Like it was all for Santa Monica, so don't need to use it now, or at least yet.
Yep. So he's here, but he's streaming his desktop apparently.
Yeah, I guess so. That's cool. I mean, it was vertical video, so this is a step up. It's at least full frame. It's a start. It's not very exciting though. We're trying to get viewership. White windows aren't going to do that. Inner Cynic is coming out.
Oh, he's streaming YouTube chat. I gotta. Okay, that's the YouTube chat.
Should put on my Mud Dogs helmet and do it with that on. It's a good look.
We're going sports apparel.
We can. I mean, I've got a Notre Dame helmet. I've got a Detroit Lions helmet. Not that anyone's excited to see that one. But I also have a Mud Dogs helmet. That one would be pretty unique and fun.
There we go. Let's go sports.
We could do that, and I could put on strongman stuff to strap up for a lift. Put on my elbow sleeves and knee sleeves and my belt. Go full on.
And then just get SBD to sponsor, and then just everyone wears nothing but SBD apparel.
Yes. Oh look, he's typing in the chat. That's a start. He's proving that works. So good test, buddy. He's doing something. I have a very ragtag, unfocused band of people that really want to make shit happen. That's what you need sometimes when you're trying to make progress.
Yep. And the other two will be joining us in a second. Here we go.
He's tested it a second time for redundancy just to make sure. Hell's yes. See, I'm putting the chat to everyone to prove to them that we do read the chat. And we have Cody Jackson in the chat who just typed "Hell's yes" with 2 exclamation points. He's very excited.
Yeah, the thing.
No, it's good. It's good. I'm glad she's drinking wine for this.
Drinking wine? Yeah. I should probably center that. somehow center me. Sorta. There we
I don't know
go.
why it's putting mine dead center like that, filling it up full frame, but I'm not doing anything different. I just turned it on.
Yeah, I have a whole filter where it moves the thing around.
Ah, digital cropping.
Yep. Also, I found out that you can make videos with transparency. So this overlay that's playing is just a QuickTime video.
Okay.
And it's like a 20-second loop that's playing on top of our thing.
Gotcha.
Oh, we got one more.
Alright, I'm back. Yep.
Alright,
Oh,
rejoin.
Hold on.
Just makes me laugh every time I see it. Oh Lord.
Sorry, no,
no,
that's bad.
great. You are loud, my sir.
Sorry, I'll work on that.
Oh, oh.
Oh shit. Yeah,
Just look at virgin ears.
just mute the gypsum.
Oh yeah, it was probably Jitsi. It was playing through Jitsi. My bad.
There we go. And then Cody should be here any minute, and we'll do like a fake short version and see how it plays out. Yeah, there's still some
He's here in spirit in the chat.
there's still some stuff I want to tweak, like as far as visually. This was just like a rough draft.
Let me adjust my camera a little bit.
Do
Where are you?
Right now, it's time for us to judge you for what's in your background. Okay, props
Nah.
for the Batman poster or whatever that little thing is.
Yeah, DC. We got that at Ross.
Coffee maker, a thermos. Everybody was making fun of my laundry basket. I gotta look for something.
Yep.
Dang it, I don't want it to zoom in. Why do you?
Huh? Do you want more? Okay.
Let me move some screens around so I can get this center kind of on the screen.
Why I keep clicking on that other window? I don't need the Discord window open.
Too much light.
Yeah.
But there's at least a few people in the chat.
Oh, there's
Does
actually
it tell us anywhere how many people are actually in there?
maybe.
Yeah, it says 2 watching now underneath the stream. 3 now. It says 3. It's under the left side of the stream on YouTube. You think, but it doesn't in like the actual chat window. Live chat. Yeah, it doesn't say it there, but it is underneath. It says 3 people watching.
Mhm.
Started streaming 23 minutes ago. Yeah, so it keeps track of all that stuff.
I'm just waiting for one more.
Oh, you know what I just realized? The 3 people watching the stream, I bet it's us. Because we all have it open.
I just
So
joined,
that makes
it was
sense.
3 before.
Yeah, and I think it's set to hidden.
Oh, now it says there's 4 people watching. 3 people watching. Oh well. We're gonna hit a new peak in popularity if we get 5.
So, did we end up deciding on Friday night, or I think everyone chose Sunday night, right?
I think Sunday.
Sunday sounds good to me. That's usually best. And like I was saying, it's every Sunday you can have a chance to wrap up what you did. You know, you can take your whole weeks of training into consideration. In podcast chat might be, or if it's a how-to or an experiences video. You know, there's always that, but you always have that to fall back on. Like if you need to fill time or you don't have a good subject for the day, you can just talk about training for the week.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, it's not bad. Talk about what we do if you have coaches, what the coaches do, what you change if you can.
I don't know if I want to talk about my coach. You might make me training harder.
No, then you're just
Your
like,
coach always wants you to train harder, unless he tells you not to.
Oh, mine is brutal to start with. I don't need to give him any more reasons to be worse.
I'm happy with my trainer. I don't need as much of like the personal one-on-one stuff, but he's doing good programming stuff. I'm happy.
yeah, the zoomed out thing. Mine's like way too zoomed in, but that's not a feature on this old crappy camera. Zoom out.
This camera is like fucking 15 years old. I'm surprised it can do anything. As long as I don't move too much, the quality's okay.
Oh, here, can you move up? Can you move it down more or up more?
Yeah, I can, of course.
Or yeah, your
my face.
your mouth is split halfway. It looks like there. That
Yeah,
looks
there you go. Something like
that.
somewhere in there.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I can kind of see little markers on the screen.
Yeah, because the top ones have more space than the bottom ones.
Mm-hmm. And if I look at Justin, then I'm looking pretty much at the camera. So that's good.
See, mine's like above my screen, so I'm looking at the camera. I can't look at anything on the screen.
Yeah, it's the same with mine too. Like the laptop mounted one, so it's right there in the screen. So I feel like I'm looking at something above my computer all the time. Now I know how the camera around. Like with the camera, I mean, just look at it.
So did you see Eddie's new video yet?
I didn't hear that, Justin.
Oh, is the audio messing up now?
A little bit.
Dropped out for a second, but it's back now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. I might set this up in someone else's because I know my internet kind of gets iffy sometimes. But yeah, if you haven't watched the new Eddie video, you should just play it for the first like minute and a half because I kind of want to see like your expression to what. If you both start the video at the same time, that'd be best. So like both cue it up or cue up part 2. Because
Don't do it!
Wait, do I have to be able to hear it too? I should be able to hear it and it won't fuck this up because I got headphones on.
yeah.
Never mind.
Let me go find it. Hold on.
I gotta find it too.
Wait.
Frantically typing on the keyboard, but not really frantically, just one finger ninjaing my way around. I'll get there. Let's see. The one where it says he ate his old strongman
Oh,
diet, that one?
No, it should be something part 2. It should be like in the last 2 or 3 videos. Like maybe the second to newest video?
5 hours ago, 2 days ago, 4 days ago.
Oh.
Wait, we're searching under like Eddie the Beast Hall, right? Like that
Yep.
YouTube channel?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me.
I don't see anything that says-
one, right?
Or maybe it may not say part 2. Oh, Eddie Hall
Nothing.
tries assault course.
Yeah, okay. Alright, I've got it queued up, but I haven't played it yet.
Alright.
I will fucking ad, hang on, I gotta get through the ad.
So just get it
3, 2,
and then stop it.
skip.
And stop it instantly.
Right at the very beginning.
Yep. Okay.
All right, ready? 3,
Ready?
2,
3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, this intro. I haven't seen this before. I'm pretty sure he originally wanted to poop out the subscribe button, but they wouldn't let him.
All right, guys, I'm here in front of my computer.
We're watching a fucking Eddie Hall video, and it's fucking stupid.
Here, join the Gypsum link.
All right.
Yeah, if that broke and he hit that oh my god. Okay, I paused it when it hit the cake. Whew. Okay. That happened. That's in my
That was
life
pretty
now.
fucking hilarious.
See, that's the
gotta
kind of stuff that I would
No,
have
wait, what?
loved to have gotten Rob to do, but there's no way that would have ever happened.
Uh-oh, I just broke it. Hold on.
Would you break?
The everything.
Broke the internet.
Now I gotta look at Cody now.
Sorry, man.
It's
Sorry.
okay. Justin moved to the top right, so I gotta look at the bottom left to look at my camera.
Are you seriously the smallest one in here too? Is this
Oh,
my
yeah.
life in a fucking
Absolutely.
podcast now?
I
Jesus Christ.
mean, I'm
I
not.
can't,
I'm the second smallest one here, I think. So.
I can't win no matter what I do in life. Who's the smallest one in the room? I can always confidently raise my hand and say it's probably me.
I just broke everything. I'll let my friend remote in and fix it.
All right.
Think about
Now,
doing something to cover up this fucking hair, Jesus Christ.
I almost always wear a hat, so I'm pretty much good to go.
Everybody's wearing hats. It's not
Your hair is way cooler than ours. That's why we're wearing it.
Yeah. But we don't have cool ass rainbow mohawks.
It's true. Not everybody has one of those.
Just a couple. I've actually seen a lot of colored mohawks.
I just feel like you can't have a mohawk if it's not colored. That just defeats the
Yeah,
purpose of a
anymore,
mohawk
like, why
altogether.
bother?
It's never been. I have colored hair when I was a kid. My parents were like, "Nah, fuck that." And so now I'm an adult and a grown ass man, and I'm like, "Nah, fuck it. I want it for my wife. Doesn't necessarily." Really love it. So I'm sure at some point it's gonna come to an end.
One second. Almost fixed.
Dog is. You can come sit with me. He's deaf as a doornail, though. So he can't see any of the signs. I said, "Look at me." You want to come sit with me?
Oh, yeah. It should stop now.
He's not having it. He's jealous. So who has to go to work
Oh,
tomorrow?
I
Not me.
I gotta go to work. I
love
gotta.
having Mondays off.
I got 16 hours of driving tomorrow.
That would be nice.
The caveat off though means that you off. You just have to have Sunday, Monday. So that
Inferior of the week, but
it is at my gym because I was strongman on Saturday, and I always miss it because I have to. Sucks.
man, I was for 4 hours. It's both. They're fun to.
You gotta have fun. I didn't enjoy it. I sure wouldn't go.
That's what today for me. It was like I said. It was first. It was the Monday. Is uh, now there's like 4 guys on. Use this.
You know, sometimes because every have on Saturday because so many people travel to like strongman and get gate men workouts throughout because we have all the time and we wait. We have, you know, a rack of 12 logs. We've got 9 axle bars. We've got what 9 racks. That place is huge.
Yeah. We have more like power lifters and Olympic lifters and just general strength athletes than. I think my gym has something like 50 or 60. 10 of them are. But
Yeah.
stuff. They have a log. They have 2 different logs. They have like 8 different. They have farmers. They have all stuff. They have all sorts of tires. So it's a good gym. I really like it. It's not the biggest.
That would be all, but it'd be awesome. Hell, the owner of this went to do strongman stuff. He literally bought the log because I was like, "Hey, so I'm doing strongman. I need equipment," and he's like, "Well, let's start with a log." And he was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, I got you, man." And I was like,
You can't
You know, I
can't
was-
simulate anything. You can't simulate. You cannot
Yeah,
simulate
that's
a
a
log.
tough
You
one.
have
and just how strong you feel lifting a log. It feels amazing. Like you set it up. About it was amazing. So
I think the thing
basically
that I liked the most about the log is log brought me all the way back. Was holding a really heavy deadlift. Super tiny person, especially at that point when I first started. Anything over 225, I found pulling 440, 430, and it is fucking cool. But when I put overhead a log, you know, with 130, 140, 150 pounds, that had that same rush as the initial rush of deadlifting. So that was kind of cool to bring that back.
yeah. Log is quite fantastic, and I'm actually gonna try to pull. I'm actually going for a 600+ pound pull this week.
Nice.
I'm excited to do it. I'll have to work up to it, and everything feel good that day. But
Good sleep or set yourself up right.
oh yeah. Yep, and mentally ready to pull it. Oh, I'm so excited.
Everybody's so different. The headspace they have to get in to pull something heavy or do to like go after a PR. Like some guys get super angry. Like they run the gamut in my gym. There's guys that are just dead ass quiet. That they just pulled like an 800-pound deadlift, but the only reason you know it is because you heard the bang when it hit the floor, and you're like, "What? Oh wow, I didn't even know." Next to him's pulling 500 pounds, half his size, and you're like, "Oh, that's Corey." Your lifter.
You ever get looks when you just go back to a regular gym, like at Anytime Fitness or something, and you're pulling 5 plates?
So just like I put between sets to get me ready. But yeah, that's I do get super focused just because I'm super focused on what I'm.
Social
Yeah, it's-
butterfly in the gym. I
That's
can't
a-
stop talking.
They look like they. I'll talk to them if I see friends today.
Mhm.
Too like that. Yeah.
I would have a really hard time. His and they can walk, so there's that. But
Because you're like, I don't really know. You're old enough to walk and probably to go to school, but not to drive. Like that's the yeah.
that's the
I'm
depth
the
of
same
I have kids.
I was trying to get the spacing figured out for the 4 people.
world, and I'm like, oh wait. I didn't feel that young when I was 18. Like I felt so much older than that.
It's hard
But no,
for me. Eventually 16, so like when I think is young. Teens.
Jesus.
ages exactly.
That
I'm
Like I remember like
yeah,
so.
I'm not. I'm like like maybe half full.
So
Uh, Jokes, I gotcha. Teflon. I am.
Oh, he's left. We can judge his house now.
What's that about 4 people?
What's that about mole people?
It was working with 3. I'm trying to get it working with 4.
Austin said something.
I can see
I
it
definitely heard
talking,
something.
but I can't hear. I think
Austin, no. He's typing furiously. I can hear that. Somebody's typing. I think it was him.
that's right. Check out those triceps you can't see because I'm fucking white as shit.
Ugh, check out my triceps that you can't see because I'm wearing a really big hoodie.
It's also like probably 76 degrees here outside.
Oh, that's
Nice.
What?
that would be wonderful.
Yeah, it's probably 10 degrees outside here right now. It's fucking cold.
I think it's like 20 here.
Living in Connecticut
on the
sucks,
chill.
dude. Living in Connecticut is the worst. Just lucky that we have lightning to keep me sane while I'm here, because I wouldn't be here if it weren't for work. That's for damn sure.
Where would you be if it weren't for work? Somewhere warmer?
Back home in Michigan, but I just wouldn't be
Oh.
here. Like, I can deal with the cold. That I can handle that. It is what it is. But
You just don't like
I
Connecticut.
just don't like Connecticut. Yeah,
I mean,
not.
Connecticut seems very uppity and very waspy.
Yep, all of that. So much of that, and so much more. Like, we're from the Midwest, so we're used to a laid back and slower lifestyle, and people out here are not like that. So we've had to assimilate over the years. That's been hard.
Yeah. I have a bunch of friends who live in Michigan right now. Like, I have like 3 different friends who recently moved to Michigan, and I know like 4 other people in Michigan now. I don't know why Michigan. Just I know a lot of people there.
It's really awesome state. That's why.
And they recently legalized weed.
Yeah, that's true. Connecticut hasn't done that, but Massachusetts is really close.
Yeah. when you're in the East
That's
Coast, it's like
yeah, that's why I
closer.
live in the northwest corner. It's about 20 minutes worth of a drive, actually. Back roads, totally fine, no problem.
Yep. So I have a dispensary literally like not even 500 feet from my apartment complex. Like there's my apartment complex, a small dirt lot, and then a dispensary,
Nice.
and then a concert venue. So I slept.
Oh,
out
that's
there.
even better.
Yeah, it was fucking. It's a nice venue.
Yeah, I just can't seem to get
In
it to
good weather.
position right with 4 people. But
Well, there's a
Well, there's
fifth
a
on
fifth
Jitsi.
person. Yeah.
yeah,
There's
so
a number 5.
so what's happening is OBS is connected, and that's how it's pulling everyone's independent video feed. And so with OBS pulling everyone's feed, it makes it 5. And it's messing up the formatting, but I just got to figure it out.
Oh, I see. Can you just physically move the last guy into a different position? Like on the layout, just move him over to behind me, basically.
Actually, right now it only shows 4.
So you're using OBS. You're pulling each individual feed, and that's where this is coming from.
Yeah, so OBS is pulling it all from all the video feeds from Jitsi into here, and I have to do it in CSS. But
Do we have somebody just connect?
someone just disconnect.
I heard the Discord connect.
Did
sound.
too.
Yeah. The developer of the system
Oh.
connected.
Oh, there is somebody in here. Hello.
Ah.
Fox loves you.
Yes.
How do I make this work? No.
All right. So you have a 5th person, but it's hiding the 5th person. Need to CSS constrain it so that it'll handle everybody in appropriate fashion. Because it's trying to auto resize to capture everybody.
Okay.
How do I?
Do you want to override all of those? I need it on my system for 2 reasons. First of all, I can't manipulate your system because you don't have the bandwidth to stream, watch the video, and try to have tech support.
Yeah, it was having a stroke. That's for sure. Oh no.
This is way harder than live TV. I do live TV for a living. I do thousands of shows a year, but this is fucking hard. Like this is over my head. I deal with 4K, 8K video, fiber video feeds, video shading, routing, and all that shit. But this got me nope. I don't know.
I just made all the fancy graphics.
That's what I do too. I just do that. I just did that for Rob. I made all the fancy graphics and did all the editing and the camera work. That's what I do.
But do you guys like the
I
theme
don't
with
know this
like
tech support shit.
with the lights and stuff?
Oh yeah, I love the lights, the neon.
Yeah.
I love everything about
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks good.
it. I love the layout. Like,
And it's always something you can play with and tweak if you're, you find it like I did with the YouTube videos. You're staring at something over and over and over again, and you finally just find something that you hate about it, and you just change it.
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. You're like, all
I make
right,
subtle changes all the time.
like this looks okay,
I think-
and
you know what's hilarious? The silhouettes, if it's above, if it shows the belly, like the bottom of the belly, I think they look weird. But with it cut off just right the mid belly, I think it actually makes the arms look perfect and everything look really like I think it's perfect exactly the way it is. I love all of them.
Needs to be a stick skinny one that represents the people like me.
Little.
Like, can we make a Skeletor one?
Just a little mini one. Just scale it down like 20%, and then you got Corey.
Because he still has to have like a little power belly. Because there's one there somewhere. I use it for stones and axle cleans. I got proof. There's
I've
a
seen it.
pinchy mark.
I've seen it.
There's a pinchy. I got a bruise. It hurt.
Hmm. Yeah. Should we just try it audio, or James? Do you think we can get the split screen working in like the next like couple minutes? James?
Oh, he's left you.
Yeah.
The water's getting deep.
'Cause-
Yeah, no, it's gonna take a redesign.
Okay, yeah, so I guess let's just do it audio. I'll just record it. And let's just for like 30 minutes and see how it goes, I guess, as a trial. And I'll get this.
Alrighty.
And then we'll try again, like, I'll try with some people Wednesday.
Careful, there's somebody creeping on your 6.
I seen it. That was my wife. She was the one showing up randomly.
And mine's hiding out back there.
Yeah, mine.
Hey, look, everyone can see you.
Alright.
My wife quickly came out and then quickly left. So
She didn't even know.
So, what are you guys thinking about Worlds this year? Do you think, like, it's actually that Brian has another shot? Or is Brian kind of past it?
No, I really think he has another shot because Brian needs a little bit more time now that he's a little bit older, I think, honestly, to really prepare for a contest like that.
I think.
No, I think Brian's like the peak he's gonna get strength wise, and I think this is the perfect time for him to do that.
That's the
Go ahead.
only one that I can see going against Brian right now, just from obviously social media. Thor's looking, I mean, strong.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Thor's-
he's like
That was what I was gonna
stupid
say. Is
amounts of
like I
stuff.
don't know if anybody can beat Thor.
I
Thor's
think
looking
is
all
a
time.
second.
I will say two things though. I think World's Strongest Man is going to be at the end of the year this year because there's still another American qualifier that they're going to run for World's Strongest Man.
Supposedly, yeah.
Yeah, because the now getting to the finals of World's Strongest Man is not a guarantee that you're going to get an invite to this year. It
So-
used to
Be
that way.
interesting, but I honestly, to weigh in on the Brian Shaw thing, do I think Brian Shaw has a chance of getting the World's Strongest Man? Yes. Do I think he has a chance of winning World's Strongest Man? No. Hot take, no.
Yeah, I feel the same way,
I will say,
Corey,
if
because
he knows what the events are beforehand, I say he can do it.
All right, what,
No.
I don't-
man.
I don't think he can anymore. And Brian Shaw is and everyone says this, but Brian Shaw is one of the strongest guys to ever live. Period. You
Yeah.
got Brian Shaw, you got Big Z, and I think Thor is coming in right
Oh,
now. He's going to be
absolutely.
number 3 strongest guys to ever live, and I just don't think Shaw has it anymore. The moving events kill him every single time. There's always a
Every
problem.
time.
he's just
There's
super
always a
slow.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He just isn't fast enough. I mean, he could go faster. He just doesn't know how to.
I think he
Uh,
needs to make up even more in other
So-
areas. When he picked up that log at Santa Monica and could
looked
not balance
shakier.
that on his chest, that's a
That
fucking
was
problem for a man that
insane.
size.
Yeah, that was
That's a
insane.
big problem.
what if it comes into
I
like
don't
a
care if the platform was weird because I talked to Rob and he said the platform was kind of wonky. It had a crease in the middle. That's fine. But everybody else was dealing with that same issue, and for some fucking reason, the man that was the biggest dude there that outweighed that log couldn't fucking couldn't do it. Like that
Yeah.
just doesn't make sense to me. There's something wrong there.
now?
There's more to it.
What if it's like 2017 though, where it was like 4 static events,
Well, I still think.
I don't think you're gonna see that again.
like
ever.
when Eddie won.
Thor is stronger than Brian statically because he could push out more reps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right now, Thor has Brian Shaw right here. There's no doubt about it.
Honestly,
Everything
Thor
for
has
World's
the
Strongest
entire
Man.
strong man,
Yeah.
like, honestly,
Not
Thor
necessarily
is the
speed.
strongest man.
The only thing Thor lacks is speed, and he wins in every other way, every other
I
conceivable
think
way.
that
He's not
he can
bad.
overcome the speed factor. As
Yeah,
long as
he's
he
not-
finishes those events,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
he can
He's
overcome
gotta be
this-
consistent.
The speed by winning the other 4 or 5 events.
Moving events, he still places
Yep.
3rd, 4th, 5th almost every time. Like,
Yeah.
I just Thor.
That's
is
the Martin Lee factor right there. Being
Yeah,
fucking
the
consistent.
fire.
Just be consistent
Yep.
all the way through. Like
Yep.
he didn't set the world on fire on any one event until the very end
very end, and
of
then
the Santa Monica event, but he was right there the whole
Mhm.
time. And everybody's looking at, fucking Max. Everybody's looking at,
Brian.
what
We-
Brian's doing.
We were blown
But
away by
here's
Max.
Martins, man, just fucking chugging, doing what he does.
We were
Like, the announcers stopped talking about Martins after the back throw event. Like, they almost wrote him off right there, and then he's like,
Well,
to be
I mean,
fair, I
here's
kind of
the
did too.
factor of Max. Like a lot of people didn't see Max coming. I knew about Max because I met him in Martinsville. I had talked to him. I kind of knew about a little bit of him. Been following him on Instagram. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But that Max factor kind of threw off everything
It
else.
did.
Oh my
absolutely
god, it,
did.
it,
I
shook,
mean-
it shook the entire event. It was fantastic until his deadlift. His deadlift, he's gonna be another Matouche where it's like you're great at everything, but you can't deadlift. And not saying now these dudes they can still pull more than I think every one of us in this right now, but
Yeah, he was
they-
pulling what, 796 for reps. Like,
yeah.
But
Yeah.
he'll get there though. That's the thing. Him and Mateus, they're both. Mateus
Well,
is really close.
Mateus is getting scary good. Like,
oh boy.
Oh my
All
god,
that
yeah.
whole time when the bicep was torn, what do you think he was doing? Legs. What do you need for deadlift?
Yeah.
Legs.
two months after a bicep tear.
Do you think he could
a dumbbell press that was equal to the world record?
so if you look at him versus
Nice.
Thor,
That's a hell of a drug.
doesn't he beat Thor in pressing in stones?
He beats
Oh,
Thor in
yeah.
stones. He beats everybody in stones.
Press-
Nobody can
and-
touch.
In pressing, yes, because his pressing power is definitely better than Thor's. But Thor, I don't know with this
So-
Thor's a
latest
monster
cycle that
presser,
Thor's been
though.
on. Who knows?
So Thor beats him in deadlift. So Thor would take him in deadlift. And a frame carry, it'd be too close to call depending on the weight. I feel like he could win
I'll give it
stones
to-
and
I give it to
pressing.
Thor.
I could see all the events lining up against Thor that he would actually have kind of favor.
If you were to break it down, like say if we wanted to do a podcast about that, we need to break it down event by
I'd
event.
be willing to
make
break
it
it
more
down like per event. and
Like, how do you
per-
feel? Not just like the way Kale does it, and he's like,
Yeah.
this is how I feel like this person's gonna do and break down every event, and then do the next person because you get all convoluted. But like, literally take it.
One event.
Who's your top three first?
Mhm.
Who are your top three? And then go down every event. Like, okay, now we're gonna talk about the first event, second event, third event.
What are the
And by the end-
events? Have they been announced yet?
Yes.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Deadlift for Max is the first event. Circus dumbbell is I think the second to last event.
So let's just go event 1. What do you? Everyone Thor on top, obviously, right? Then
No. I
Are we,
would
we
say-
talking World's Strongest Man right now?
No,
Yeah.
Arnold.
Arnold. Okay.
I thought Arnold because the World's Strongest Man lineup hasn't been announced.
Yeah, that won't we won't know about that till.
All right.
probably
So let's
2
just
weeks
go
from now, maybe.
Arnold. So first event is the max deadlift.
Deadlift, the max deadlift.
Ooh.
I think Thor will win that one, but I think there's
Three
a
will
chance
push him a
two
little.
people will
It'll be
pull
fresh.
501. I think there's
So-
a chance Thor pulls it. There's a chance Browno pulls it. There's a chance Jerry pulls it. Those are the three I have.
I don't know about Jerry. Jerry's good, and every time he's supposed to do it, but he just seems to be like 20 kilos off of what everyone's expecting him to
Never really
pull.
fully recovered either, so I don't think he's been
Yeah,
at.
he
for a couple
does
years.
a little bit too much. He probably needs to back off on the content
Now-
a little bit, but
Last year at the Arnold, didn't the deadlift for take out 2 people in the first round,
yeah,
basically?
Yeah.
Marie tweaked his hamstring. Jerry Pritchett tweaked his hamstring. Branshaw tweaked his
So
hamstring.
why wouldn't they put that at the end of the competition if it's the one that knocks everyone out, right?
I thought that
because-
was fourth. I thought deadlift was fourth. Max deadlift. I thought it was fourth because Thor keeps saying it's fourth via his YouTube and whatnot. So I thought it was fourth.
Here, let's find a list.
Do the research. I'm
yeah,
not.
I was gonna, is someone looking for a list so we actually have like a
Yeah,
list?
what's the list on that?
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Because I thought after like last year, there's no way they put it first because you knocked out 30% of your field.
Yeah, well, they did. At World Ultimate Strongman, they did a max deadlift, and Browno just won it, so nobody had to go super heavy.
Yeah,
I think that's what Thor's
Ron-
planning on too. Actually, I honestly
okay.
think Thor thinks he's gonna out deadlift everybody easily and not have to go any heavier.
Because
I don't think 501's gonna happen.
I don't think he's gonna go for it because okay, so I have the list here. So we got Trial by Stone.
Okay, that's the stone series. That's a natural stone press overhead, and then a Hosafel stone carry, and then a natural stone shoulder.
So we have a press, a carry, and a shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys
and-
saw the post that Novikov put up. He had the actual post of the real stones, and
I think
they're
it's a
all very round and
135.
smooth stones.
They're oval shaped.
Yeah.
They're kind of like half
Well,
atlas.
one of
half
them, the 375, is actually kind of round too, so that's gonna be that one's gonna be a bit. It's like
I
a real
think
atlas stone almost.
it's 135 kilos for the stone press overhead. I think the stone carry is somewhere around 200 kilos, and I think the stone to shoulder is probably around. I know they do it around 400 or more pounds for stone to shoulder. That's what they did.
Yeah,
at
that was
Arnold's
that
last
one was
year.
heavy. I if I
Yeah,
can't remember
and
what that was.
Matus did freaking 9 reps on it or some crazy.
Dude, when it just comes to pressing stones, it's hard for me to pick anyone above Matus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the sear
Thor's looking
dumbbell too.
crazy
I don't know how
strong.
you can't pick him for that too.
Oh yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
win. That's absolutely. But second and third, I think Thor's second probably.
I feel like Martins is gonna try to sit fourth on that. It's kind of that's just like his MO.
His technique is really good. He's probably going to go for the lighter weight, more reps than anybody else can touch, and then just count on only 3 people being able to do the big weight, which I think is pretty safe.
One thing that
Yeah.
everybody needs that's not taking into account is that you have to remember only a few of these guys actually have access to a real sear dumbbell, which is
Yeah.
a huge difference from a giant dumbbell, which is
That's
what Rob's
why-
been training with and other guys have.
Who's
The
got
thicker handle,
access?
the fatter dumbbell,
Mateos,
JF
Thor,
Caron, Mateus, Thor, Brian.
and Brian, of course, and then Martins just touched it at Thor's
Yeah.
gym, so he has actually experienced it.
But he couldn't
Even
press
heavier
it.
one.
Like
Yeah.
it's wild the difference that makes. We have one in our gym that's very small. It's not nearly heavy, and it's heavy for me, but
Yeah.
nothing that Rob could train on. And I picked it up, and the shorter distance of the well, actually you got to press it more,
It's a
but like the
longer
shorter,
distance,
the lower it is. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
on your
lower on
shoulder
your
because
shoulder.
it's a
Yeah.
smaller, more dense ball makes it way fucking harder. And the smaller grip actually, you'd think it would
And-
make it easier, makes it harder.
The other thing that Martins was saying is that you have it more angled because of how much smaller it is. Where you have a big dumbbell, you have it angled like this. A smaller one, you're going to have it angled more like this. So your wrist has to have more strength in it to press.
You got to fight that twist. Whereas
Yeah.
with the bigger one, you can just set it in the palm of your hand and
Yeah,
it'll go up.
and it kind of naturally wants to sit in a kind of strong position. So yeah, it's really hard, and I think Shivilikov has one too.
I know he has access to one.
Yeah, I think Novikov doesn't, but I think he's capable of doing it on a good day because
Think so.
Novikov is just that explosive technique power.
Get
But
2 reps
Mateos,
of the what is it, the 250? I think it is
Yeah.
the second one.
Just when it comes to that pressing, I just don't.
it's 278 for the lighter one and 330 for the bigger one.
There you go.
Okay.
What I'm
And-
actually, honestly, the Arnold interests me, but I'm super interested in all the record breakers afterward because they're going to be really good this year. I think a lot of records are going to be broken.
Putting it up to amateurs was an interesting move. It just
Yeah.
the short-sighted part of that, like Kale had said in his videos, I don't know if you guys watched it or not, the fact that they didn't give everybody a very long amount of time to peak for something like that, which
No.
seems kind of like a very lost thought in the process.
Well,
Yeah.
some people got a decent amount of time. Some people knew about it a decent
Yeah,
amount of
well,
time,
yeah, the
like,
people on the inside, the
Rob's been
people that
talking
they want
about-
to do well.
Rob's been talking about doing a log press record at the Arnold record breaker before.
But again, he's a pro though.
Yes,
From-
yes, and that's the other thing. And he
If
is a pro.
your whole goal is to let in amateurs and let in everyone, you got to give them more than a couple weeks notice.
I think so because I think you could. There's a lot of amateurs that could compete in specific events against pros because there's people who are specialists. Who
They
are
need
really
that time to
fucking.
peak for it though.
Yeah, they do, and they absolutely do because you can't just like expect them to know that they're gonna have to do a max weight. I don't know, the Denny Stone hold.
Well,
Under whatever weird specifications there
Yeah.
may be.
and with that though, you might get some power lifters come across the aisle for some record breakers.
Well,
Oh,
absolutely.
yeah.
Powerlifters go into strongman and bodybuilding all the time because their strength-related sports are related.
yeah.
CrossFitters going for it too. Like I could see some CrossFitters trying to go for that rockaway squat and shit.
Yep.
I think
Especially
that's
in
a
certain
weird
weight
athletic
classes.
thing to do.
In the lower
AJ
weight,
Hall's attempting to break the CrossFit world record for power cleans because it's 135 for 27 reps. Eddie
Jeez.
Hall can just like muscle clean 135 like it's fucking nothing.
Yeah.
He did like
Yeah.
20 reps in a minute and he's still training.
Crazy.
Yeah. I didn't understand what Eddie Hall was going for there because CrossFit records. Like, why? I mean,
well, because it's
why?
Instagram.
Well, didn't Brian Shaw take the row record? I don't know if he still has it or
No,
not.
That was the row
I
record
don't-
is on a boat in water. He took the row record on a rower.
Yeah, isn't there don't they keep a CrossFit record for that?
Sure they do.
Okay.
Probably.
Because everyone who's rowing's looking at their like time, like their distance going up. So you know people are posting their distance numbers and like how fast you get to 500 meters.
Oh my
Yeah, I
god,
think-
CrossFit
I
is so beneath me. It's not even funny. This is it's like country music for me. It's horrible.
What
I
is?
don't hate it that much, but I do. I dislike the fact that if I do explosive movements in my gym, people think I'm doing CrossFit. That's what I don't like about CrossFit. I like to do explosive movements because I like to do a lot of Brian Alsru's stuff, and I just like explosive stuff. And so people think I'm doing CrossFit, and it kind of makes me mad. I was like, I'm not.
Well,
I'm a fucking strongman. I'm just doing explosive stuff.
all the strongman stuff, the sleds, the farmers carries, all that shit.
It is
and
CrossFit.
long Now.
Yeah,
It's in the
has
CrossFit room at my
versions
gym.
of all of it.
If you look at the CrossFit World Champion, they have like a yoke carry.
Yeah.
Deadlift.
Like fucking 185 pounds is literally just the yoke, and it's like.
Yeah,
oh.
Yeah, they're going for like half a mile. They're going for 100 reps. We're going for like 30 feet to 90 feet.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I understand, but I can't keep track of reps past like 6.
Yeah, no, I can't like the workout of the day shit when you had like 6 different things and 5 minutes to do as many times of those 6. Fuck that. I did a gym with that. With like, how long did we do that for? A couple weeks, and I was just like, no, man, this is so not for me.
I do like the giant sets that they do in CrossFit because I kind of took that from Brian Osrio.
Well, yeah, in like, the
Giant
hybrid
sets are-
performance stuff.
Giant
Like,
sets are disgusting, guys. They suck. They're
Agreed.
hard.
Agreed.
But when you don't have a whole lot of time, you can rest for one exercise while you're doing a different exercise, and it just lets you get through the workout.
Sounds like
They're
a stupid
disgusting.
set to me.
Like they're so hard to do, and it's just you just I don't know. I've been doing the giant sets and it's just like I want to lift heavy stuff. I don't want to do this fucking 1,000 times and then have to go on and do stuff that I don't really like. Giant sets are
Well-
awful. I like them because they have built my conditioning up, and I feel like I've gotten stronger and more conditioned to do high rep stuff. So like, if I needed to do deadlift for reps or something like that, I can do it because of these stupid giant sets. So they are working, but I just, man, like I dread them because I'd rather just go pick heavy stuff up and then,
well,
put it down.
Yeah,
right
just
now,
do
my trainer has
Yeah.
been on
Pick
sets
all the
of,
weight up
like,
at once and be done.
Yeah, and just
I
call it
have
a day.
like 10 sets of 3 and 10 sets for
Oh.
for log or deadlift. Fucking log.
That's what I'm on right now is the 10 sets of 3.
And I really like it because it's volume heavy. And it's volume and it's heavy, but it's so
Yep.
tiring. Like,
It just takes forever.
Doing real
Yeah,
workouts. I'm in rehab mode right now.
It's like if you're doing 10
I don't
sets
know
of
what I did
3.
to my shoulder, but I have had to stop contest prep altogether.
oh, that sucks. I had a blockage in my right lat that was causing some tendonitis in my left lat, tendonitis in my left elbow. I got that cleared up, and oh my god, my elbow feels so much better. And just keeping that shit loose
Ooh,
has
somebody
made has made like even my pressing power is better. Just because I loosened up that lat and I got things moving around.
So
Very good.
we finally found out that deadlift is the second to last event or last event, or is it first event? Where did we end up on that?
To me, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the 4th event, and then after the deadlift, there's a timber carry, and then after
Oh, that's the frame.
the
Yeah.
frame
Yep.
up the ramp
888 pounds, I think.
like
I
that.
don't
Yeah.
have the I don't have the weights. I just have the events list pulled up. I don't have the weights. I just went to Arnold's website.
Yeah, that's fine.
So and then
Okay,
it's the
so-
strategic dumbbell challenge. Is
That's
literally what
last.
it's called. Yeah, that's the last thing. So
Oh, that's
Really?
interesting.
so trial by stone. That's going to be kind of a fun one to watch.
I think
Bag
Matthias
over
is
bar.
gonna win, but
I do too. I do
well, let's
too.
give our top 3 for each event, and then we'll move on to the next one.
Okay, so first one, stones.
Yes, I'll go first. Mateos absolutely wins. I think Thor does second. I think Martins does third because he can move with stones better than most people can.
Is the Stoltmans in the Arnold?
No.
No.
Okay, well yeah,
Stoltmans
then
are going to record breakers. Yeah.
okay. I was gonna say because if Tom was in it, I would put him on top 3 because
They should be next year though.
they're
because
ridiculous at
of
stones.
in Europe.
Yeah,
So.
Okay.
I can't really defute
I
that.
don't miss anybody.
I think I know all of them. It should
Just
be
want to make
Memphis,
sure I don't
Belshazzar.
leave anybody out.
No, Mikhail Shivlyakov, Jerry Pritchett, Martins Licis, Thor, Mateos, let's see, JF Caron, Alexei Novikov. I'm missing.
The European guys are always just beat up all the time.
Did he? Arano Heinlein didn't qualify for Arnold's, did he?
No, I
Matt
think
Jazz
we met.
and Jerry and
Yeah,
Rob
I don't-
qualified.
Okay, I've got
I
the
don't
list.
think he made it.
Hathor, Rob Kearney, Bobby Thompson, Alexei Novikov, Mateus, John Francis Caron, Mikhail Shivlikov, Martin Licis, Belshock, and Jerry Pritchett. So yeah, Rauno did not make it. He
Who
did
was that? Who was that second guy? I didn't recognize his name.
Rob Kearney or Bobby Thompson.
Bobby
He was
Thompson.
he was
We
last
know
year's
Rob.
Arnold amateur winner.
Yeah, I've seen him before.
Yeah, I think everyone here's heard of
What's your
Rob.
second name. You said number 2. You said number 2. I am a literal person. Do you guys?
okay.
Did you
I
not
forgive
watch
you.
our YouTube channel? Did you not see any of that? The sarcasm is real here, fellas.
I have to be around people with sarcasm, or like I will be mean.
I just like how long you were able to not put kilos on the videos. You're like the
That was
last
the
one
shittiest
still holding
elbow
out.
in your shot. Who is the elbow? Identify yourself, elbow. Oh, and now it's a person.
Yep.
It was just an elbow, but now it's an entire human.
All right, Corey, what are your predictions for the stone events?
Stone event. For the overhead stone event, wow. I would have to go with the winner, probably going to be Kielishkowski, but I'm waffling between him and Hathor, to be honest. They're my 1 and 2. I can't really pick between the two of them. And for number 3, I'm going to go dark horse on this one and go Alexei Novikov because I think he's going to be
It's very
quick
possible.
and quite a surprise.
He's fast.
Those are my
He's
3.
really fast.
I just can't pick 1 and 2. Honestly, if I go with my heart, I think Thor's going to pull it out
Thor.
just because of the brute strength he has.
Yeah, I think
But
it's
it's the bicep that's messing with my head right now. Like, how healed is that really? Hugging that Husafeld stone.
Well, I mean, he did 7 with the bicep torn off.
Still,
He did 7
it's a completely different
you're-
thing when
you're
you're
right.
in shock in the moment, and then all this has happened before that or after that. You've had the surgery. You've got the all of the weird feelings and the nerves that have been cut through. Like, it's a totally different thing.
Mateos is a machine though. Like he doesn't have normal.
Yeah, he doesn't have a soul. Like, he literally is the fucking Terminator in a Polish body, just doing
Yeah.
what he does.
All right, Cody, you want to go next?
Yeah, I'm gonna give Mateus first for Trial by Stone, and I'm gonna give it to Thor for 2. And then I'm gonna go with Corey and go Novikov because of how he did with the Husafeld last year. He's kind of a beast at it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'll give it to him. I don't particularly I don't really care for Novikov because of his strapped deadlift thing he did at Worlds. So that's kind of like a sour taste in my mouth, but
And you gotta respect that. If you're into strongman, you gotta respect cheating to win. He didn't
Honestly,
necessarily
freaking
he did
Maurice-
not cheat. It wasn't in the rules that said you couldn't do that. That
Maurice-
man was just expanding the rule book.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Baby oil. Mariusz Pudzianowski used to put baby
Exactly.
oil on his
That's where I was
thighs.
gonna go
Like,
next.
he
If there was a
cheated the
rebuttal
crap
with
out
the
of him.
baby oil. Exactly. And
The
then they
greatest
banned
strongman ever was a cheater, like straight up. But he was good at it. He was
Not
really good at knowing
You're
the rules.
ban it.
what's that?
You're not a cheater until they baby oil when he was using it wasn't against the rules. They just realized, holy shit, he figured out something that we didn't fucking next year. That's you can't do that. No more of that.
Yeah.
So he
Okay.
did it.
So
But
again, I
He
do
just went forward.
respect it. To a point, it's just a matter of it. It just bothered me because it's like, come on, at least
Yeah, I can
pretend to grip it. But
I can definitely respect
but
that.
I do think he's a good strongman, and I think he'll take 3rd as long as the pressing doesn't kill him. Because I think the see how he does with the pressing.
Ability is a little bit lower than it could be for the amount of weight that he tends to like to press.
Yeah, so we'll see how he does there. I think Martins, we'll see. He's one of the comes out of nowhere. I think Novikov or Martins for third, so I'm going with that. So there's my. I think it'll be Novikov is my first choice with Ben. Justin, your turn.
I got Thor, Martis, then Martins. Oh, is my mic not coming through?
I have no idea what you said.
Yeah, you cut out really bad.
Thor, Martis, Martins.
Hey, you're breaking up.
Bad.
Me.
Pretty sure he said Thor, Mateus, and Martins, though. I believe.
That's yeah.
Yes, I got a head nod. I deciphered the code.
So we all had almost the same top three, like but that one's pretty obvious. Those people are just good at that stuff.
Martins
Yeah.
on contest day. That's my problem. Like his training never reflects how he actually competes, which is so
No,
crazy
absolutely not.
because he shows up and he hits like this next level, and you just don't expect it. But it's so smooth that you don't even really notice it either.
Yeah,
he kind of like he just like quietly he'll be like third place in one event, like trying kind of hard, but not like overdoing it. Second place in the next event, third place in the next event, first place, and then he wins.
yeah, it's
He's one of the only guys that does that.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
he will totally give away the first three events if he's more confident than the last one. He'll save the energy, and when everyone's tired, he just wins everything.
He's actually said that he trains that way too. Like he trains extra hard for that very last event because you know that you're the most gassed at that point, and that could be the absolute one that you need to put you over the top. And that's a smart way to train.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's different than most people, and it seems to be working for him.
Martinez is very conscious about what he's capable of. He's very aware of what his body can and can't do.
Yeah.
So I don't think many strongmen have that level of body connection that Martins does.
Or he's just he's definitely the best strategic player. Like I feel like everyone goes out there with a more generic plan, but he's the only one that like really sticks by it. Someone be like,
really like have an exact plan as to where he wants to place in every event, how many reps he wants to do,
and what's he's gonna pull. And even if he's feeling really good, he'll stay to his numbers and he'll keep his game plan. Where I feel like other people will lose their game plan and throw off the rest of their events.
Martins will adjust for what the other competitors are doing. Brian Shaw won't.
That's
the thing about Brian Shaw. He won't adjust to what other people are doing, really.
No, Shaw sticks to his plan. Like he goes in, he's like, I'm doing this, and this, and I'm doing it this way, and that's it. And he won't even play up to competition because I don't know. I love Brian Shaw, but like he just
I feel like
it's frustrating.
I feel like he doesn't have a reason to win anymore. Like I feel like he doesn't. He's 4-time world's strongest man. He won Arnold's a bunch of times.
There's a 5 times world's strongest man.
Yeah, but
and it's not him.
Also, no, but
yeah.
Dude, that's all the motivation Brian needs. Is there's a 5 times world's strongest man, and he's tied for second. Like he doesn't care about the Arnold, he doesn't care about anything else. He wants to be 5th and then 6-time world's strongest man. Like all he cares about.
That is all he cares about. That and
which is
his apparel.
Like, well, he's cared more about world strongest man than he's ever cared about like any other contest or event. Like he's never really cared. He cares about the Arnold because it's the world's heaviest contest.
Honestly, I think what Brian really cares about right now, and this is like digging really deep down into it, aside from strongman, is Brian's trying to turn strongman into money for his future and his family.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why Brian's making a lot of the choices that he's making, and I think
it's
that
the same thing
it's
Eddie
not
Hall
gonna negatively affect him, but it's definitely going to pull him back from the animalistic mentality that he put into his training before. And it having kids changes a person. It really does, and I don't think he has that same He likes to believe he has that same mentality, but I just don't think he can hit that level that he used to. He's not that hungry anymore. It just
Well,
he's not.
yeah, yeah. Once you have kids, it's now become, all right. What do I need to do to make sure their life is way easier than mine ever was? And I think that is where Brian is now. Brian, his job is strongman. So how to
Yeah.
make his kids' lives better is via strongman. But if there's that nagging part, like, okay, if I go and I mess my back up completely, what type of future does that leave for them? So like that animalistic training, I forget who said that, but when you lose that and when you have the other nagging, small nagging things in the back of your mind, like I can't do this like I did before because now I hurt. There's 3 other people that he has to give a shit whether he can perform or not. So
Well,
I do think it is a matter of that. I think it's a matter of
I 100% agree, and I
and,
think his new
and I don't
gym
think he's just
shows
hungry.
that. Like his new gym
Yeah.
has almost no strongman equipment in it, and he's like, "Well, we'll move it over when we need it." It's like, yeah, but you should need it a lot. Like you're a
That's your
strongman.
job, right? Yeah, that's your job.
You should
I mean,
be
that's your job.
like, you train the implements in strongman. You have to. You don't just not touch the implements. You don't do
Yeah.
barbell strict presses to get your log up. You just don't do that in strongman. You do log.
Think about it from a marketing side. Brian Shaw's done everything he needs to do to be a marketable product from here into the future.
Look
He
at
doesn't
Eddie Hall.
have to
Eddie
win
Hall only
anymore.
won.
Look
Eddie
at
Hall
Cat.
only won one, and he's made an
When's
entire
the last
career. But
time
Eddie Hall
Cat
is also
competed in
more.
anything other than that, hoax of
Yeah.
a Hercules haul that they did recently? But I mean, seriously. And the dude's got a coffee brand. He's got all this fucking t-shirt shit that he's doing. He's staying relevant. That's all he has to do is stay relevant, and that'll be easy
Yeah.
through his sponsors and through his YouTube channel.
Yep.
Yeah, his
He,
YouTube
like,
channel, I
he
think,
can
is
post
really.
if he wants.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. I mean, you're right. You got it. But
Yeah, I
There's
wouldn't.
other guys that are hungrier that have to fight for it that really want it. I mean, there's guys out there like Rob that need this. Like they're trying to make themselves full time. They got to have this. They want to win. They
And
need.
Rob is never the favorite to win a contest. We all love Rob, but he's never going to be the favorite to win a contest, which is why I don't know exactly what events, but I think he'll place well in Arnold's because I think the deadlift's going to take a couple people out because I think people are going to try because it's a big payday. It's like I think $50,000, and first place is 70,000. So
And-
it kind of makes sense if your place isn't great in the standings to go for the deadlift.
From what I've seen,
The
Rob
problem
doesn't.
for him though is the bag toss
Yep.
and the frame up the ramp. Those are going to be absolutely horrendous for him. And you guys also have to keep in mind he's going for that max log attempt day after. So if it doesn't go well for him, I'm sure he'll just shut it down and try to hit
chill
that
out,
Slater or
right.
that Highland Oak or whatever the fuck the
And
log is.
I
they're doing the
imagine
next
it's a
day.
decent payday for getting one of those record
Oh
breakers,
yeah,
like,
you get
especially
the
long
record breaker.
runs.
It's like I think it was $15,000.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
damn.
I think
15 or 20 for that one.
I think Rogue's actually been doing a really good job advertising Strongman. As much as I dislike the fact that Rogue's all over everything in strength sports now, they're doing a really good job putting money into Strongman.
I
Somebody
think
had to
Oh,
push
yeah.
it forward.
I think the Arnold's kind of
It
ran
was
way
on
better
the
than
precipice.
Worlds.
Somebody just had to get it over.
Yep.
It does suck that it had to be Rogue. I agree, but necessary
well,
evil, I guess.
Dislike Rogue. They're not the worst products. They're not Titan.
So what's the
But-
second event?
I know, it's
First
a
Titan
huge
dude of
shock.
the podcast. Ding! There should be a counter for that.
Yeah, this should be.
Second event is bag over bar. Thor.
Okay, Thor, absolutely. I don't think
Thor.
it's even close. If Brian was there, it might be close,
Yeah.
but
It's not. It's not gonna be close. It's
no,
gonna be
there's no
Thor,
way.
and then everyone else is gonna be after Thor. I mean, that's
Well, like, and that's the thing. That one I actually don't know because they're not really showing their back training videos as much, like,
No.
as they were before Santa Monica. A lot of people are
No.
doing bags, and so I don't really know where anybody is at right now on the bag throw. I think
I would guess that it would probably be half Thor for first in my mind.
Thor looks so
Mateus
good.
will probably be close to second or third, and you got to think that JF is going to factor somewhere in the top
Oh,
three.
I forgot JF's a great thrower. I knew there was another.
Yeah.
JF is a great thrower.
So he'll probably
JF's
be
like
second place.
JF's one of the taller people at Arnold this year, actually. I think because Brian's not there, I think Thor's 6'6", Jerry's like 6'5", I think Martine's is 6'3", and Jerry's not super good at the bag. Just because he's not good at like
Not explosive in that
yeah,
fashion.
he has a big belly too. He's not good at getting really down. So, but I like Jerry because I found out he's local to me. He lives like a couple miles away from me and trains pretty close. So, and he's
Cool.
really in the strongman community in Arizona. So I've been a big fan of his lately.
I like Jerry Pritchett too. So I mean, I'm not local to him, but I
No,
like
he's just a very likable guy. But everyone in Strongman kind of is.
Yeah, they are. I mean,
Anybody that has a mohawk rocks.
yeah.
At what point, what if
Because-
if you're one of the top 10 in Strongman, what do you have to prove to anyone, right? Like,
That's exactly it. Like it's what we talk about. Like it's just when you're that strong, like there's no bravado. You just are that strong.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, are you strong? Yes. Okay. Good
Yeah,
talk.
it's not like you can't tell. It's like you see Martinez, you're like, oh shit, that guy is strong. You see
Yeah.
Thor, you're like, oh fuck.
I can say from like an outside opinion from somebody who didn't know any of these guys at all for shit to begin with. When Rob took me to that contest in Martinsville and I met a lot of these guys, they are nice as can be.
Oh, I
So,
actually wanted to ask
and
you.
to a random stranger.
I want
Yeah.
to ask you, Evan Singleton, how is he? He
Cool
seems
fuck.
like he seems like it's a personality, but
Evan is awesome, and there's so much good footage that I got of him at Martinsville that Rob told me I couldn't put in there because he was mad that I put too much of Evan in there.
oh yeah, I do. I
Dude,
fucking love
dude,
Evan. He's
There's
hilarious.
so much good stuff.
And like people legit think that he's an asshole, and like you kind of almost are like, is he?
It's the
But
wrestling. Like
It is.
it's from cutting promos as a professional wrestler. He took that persona and just transferred it into what he does in Strongman, and it's fucking great.
And I think Strongman.
People in
has,
England hate him.
I think Strongman has
So, like,
more
Oberst.
personalities now. Yeah, Oberst is a personality.
that everyone hates in England. Every time you go to England, he would play the bad guy to Eddie Hall. Like they would work on it together, and Robert would see how bad he could get everyone to hate him, and Eddie would see how good, and then he would just shit talk Eddie the entire time, and just like totally turn the crowd against him.
Like, Eddie is a celebrity in Great Britain, like beyond
my
like any
yeah.
strongman here. Like he is huge over there.
Well, that's the sport.
Huge sport over there. Yeah, it's like football
it's-
here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but
But it's full of Americans. Like we're kind of crushing it. Like America, like I guess it can also include Canada. We kind of have like half of the competition filled.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
and that's why the world's strongest man has to do an American tour because there's more American strongmen than any other country. Like by a lot.
Well, unless you go per capita, because you go per.
If you go for capita, I think it's Iceland.
If you go by per capita right now, I think you have a 1 in 44,000 chance of being a World's Strongest Man winner. Like if you average out across the Iceland current living population. So if you go per capita, they have 2.1
John Paul Sigmund
per capita.
Versus Samuelson and fucking Thor.
Yeah, so per capita they have 2.1 World's Strongest Man winners.
I feel like there's like different strongman archetypes, like, and I feel like I'm a John Paul Sigmarsson, like I don't know exactly, just quiet most of the time, and then when he gets up to do stuff, he's just way loud and over.
I like Oberst. As someone who favors
favors
pressing as well, I like Oberst. I hope he stays in. I haven't heard a lot from him. We'll see.
He's gonna be the Long Live Championship in Europe's Strongest Man. I do know.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Prepping to take that title back from Rob.
And Rob's prepping to take it immediately back from Obi.
He did a pressing video with Kale Beck recently. Roberts
Yeah.
did. I haven't
I
seen
seen
it.
that. I seen it.
He's done.
Got that video.
He's done more videos with.
I was gonna actually ask you, Troy, how did you feel while watching that
I
video?
messaged Kale about that immediately, and
Did
just
he
between
shout
us,
you out?
no,
No.
well, yeah, he chatted me up, but like between us, I'm in the works of trying to get him to send me the footage that he has before he sends it out, and letting me at least edit it, because his edits suck.
They're bad.
And I told him
His
that,
videos
and
suck.
he's like, yeah,